Why do you think doing feminist legal work is important?
I think feminist legal work is really important, particularly from my own experience working with community organisations, NGOs, civil society groups. It's important to have that lens through which to look at, particularly looking at the lived experience of women, younger women, older women, looking at it through an intersectional perspective, the experience of women living in urban areas or rural areas. I think it's really important when you're doing legal work to not be divorced from the communities that will be impacted by those laws.
Is there anything special about working with groups of feminists on legal projects?
It's wonderful working with feminists, and I find as an early career researcher, and even when I was a PhD student, they're incredibly supportive communities. More mature and seasoned academics are very willing to support early career researchers, support you with ideas, but also the practical realities of doing that work, so telling you where to get funding, how to write grants, so very practical supports as well as the more academic theoretical side of things. So overall I found it really positive, really supportive, really encouraging, but also a place as well where you can be very creative and innovative, and that's very much encouraged within networks such as this.
Do you have any advice for anyone thinking of getting into the field of feminism and the law who might be concerned or have some trepidation?
I suppose two pieces of advice that I would give. First of all, get involved in organisations or interest groups that you personally are interested in. So if there's particular causes or issues, whether that is youth leadership, whether it is sustainable development, where it is just transition work, whether it's in a rural community or an urban community, if you do work that you're interested in yourself, that will always carry you through, because you will have days where the work is more admin based or maybe not as interesting as doing the on the ground work, but your core interest will carry you through that. The other thing I would say is look for mentors. So those could be people within academia, but it also could be those who are in the field. So it could be solicitors, barristers, it could be those leading NGOs, for example. Research and policy officers in NGOs are often very supportive of early career staff. So those are the two things I would recommend, particularly getting involved.